Hello, everyone. This is Felicia Bender, the Practical Numerologist, with your numerology forecast for the 2 or the master number 11 to personal year for October 2023. So real quickly, if you're new to numerology, or if you just need a reminder about your personal year and what personal year you are in, please take just a moment, just 2 seconds. Head on over to FeliciaBender.com, click on monthly forecast. There is a calculator there that will calculate your personal year number for this year. And also there is a description, a very quick, easy manual way to do this in the description box. The reason I bring this up front, up close and personal, is because this forecast is based on the personal year, not on the life path number. So those are life path number, in numerology. So those are 2 entirely different things, and we want to make sure that you're at the right place at the right time, listening to the correct forecast. All right. So if you are in a 2 personal year, you could also be in an 11 personal year. We'll touch on a little bit of that as we go along, but just know that if you are in an 11, the foundational energy is the 2. So October for you is a number 3 personal month for you. So the energy for your month, for the destination that you're at in October, is number 3. So this is a month to get creative, to get social, get out there, enjoy life. The 3 is the number of communication and joy and pleasure, all of those things. So if you do think back to January of this year, I would ask you to kind of reflect back, if you can dig into the, crevices of your mind and memory. What was going on in January for you? What was unfolding then? Because the energy of the month for October is the same as it was for you in January. Numerologically speaking, January was a number 2 month for you. Excuse me, in your 2 personal year was a number 3 month for you, with that fun and creation and communication focused number 3. So I find that when we repeat a cycle within a cycle, meaning that you're revisiting a 3 personal month within a full personal year cycle, right? This 9-year personal year cycle that we all experience. So, and then, within your personal year, it's really beneficial to look back and see what was happening during that month, and then to see how you might be offered in kind of an up leveling of your experience as you walk through it again right now. So it's a time where you can really elevate and integrate more deeply the lessons and opportunities presented to you at that time. I don't mean to get too, I don't know, I think those of you who watch this kind of like me doing the little bit of a deeper dive on occasion, right? How does that work? If we experience that same energy twice in a year, is it just random? No, we know that nothing is random, right? So what is it offering me? How can I use it more effectively? So it's offering you a second chance to use that energy and to up level it. So October for you has this potential to put some fire under your desire to get out there, to get more social. With any luck, with any good grace, you can engage yourself all month long with this sense of fun, with some social activity. I hope that's going to show up for you. And if it doesn't just show up, you're going to make it happen. Okay. So this can show up as an enhanced level of emotional connection and sensitivity. The sensitivity part is what people get a little surprised by. So just be ready for it. It really is a great opening for leaning into your new levels of understanding of yourself and of those around you. And let's face it, in your 2 or your 11 personal year, that's been a key theme, a key element. Who am I and how do I engage on the daily, right? How do I not mutate to people please, to guess what other people want from me? How do I come up and be authentic consistently with myself as myself in my life? And that is a very, very central focus of your 2 personal years. So now you get to put that in action in October. So it really can present itself to you as this really amazing aha moment about letting certain, maybe some emotional hurts, maybe some resentments dissolve and go along their own merry way, right? Ta-ta for now or forever. Hopefully ta-ta forever. Go away. Thank you very much. Dead, done, gone, done with that. So this could be something that is rolling your way this month. So it's going to continue to be the tar walking year, right? Despite the fact that if you're tapped in, and certainly you are, aren't you? You're listening to a numerology forecast after all. So you're really engaged in yourself and how you want to navigate very intentionally in life. So you're more than likely right about now feeling a few of those inklings of relief and forward movement coming in to greet you in this very kind of slow, somewhat, to some people, very arduous 2 personal years. So the key is to begin to ready yourself for what is coming into play without abandoning the final throes of this year of composure, of perseverance, and emotional self-mastery. That is the key. So if you are an Abraham Hicks fan, for example, now is the time for setting those clear intentions and shooting those rockets of desire out into the universe, because next year they can begin to manifest in ways that you can't even contemplate yet, right? So the kernel of energy here with the 3-month is if you're a content creator, create some content. If you are someone who's working on anything communication, creative, performance related, really dig your heels in this month, because the energy here will definitely support all of those activities. All right. You'll be bridging this downtime of the year into the platform for this upcoming year in 2024. So if you think about the energy of the number 3, the energy you're in just for these 4 weeks for your month, that's going to be the sustained energy all year long next year. So it's kind of interesting to get a little taste, right? A little appetizer, a little teaser to see what is coming up for you next year, where you're going to be kind of flying that self-improvement flag. So, but not too fast, right? You get to kind of you get to experiment. You get to experiment with it this month, and then you get a full year starting in January. So what I want to point out though is that the common factor between both of the personal year energies, the personal year 2, and then the energy of the 3 of this month, revolves around your emotional life. So this year has been about you understanding yourself, your core values, aligning more consistently with them, and by exerting healthier boundaries. Simply put, by saying when saying yes when you want to say yes, saying no when you want to say no, right? No justification, no explanation, nothing that you have to follow up with that. What is the quote? No is a complete answer, right? There it is. So the energy of the 2 personal year is also prodding you to really get to know yourself from the inside out. So this is an ongoing journey in life for all of us, right? And of course, and yet this year it brings this activity and this purpose really to the front of the line. It's the primary topic that's being dealt with this year for you. So the upcoming year in 2024 is going to take that new resolve. It's going to place it in this petri dish for expansion and for some fun exploration. And yet this unfolds from the deep emotional and relationship work that you are accomplishing this year. So you can't just skip ahead, right? Just can't skip to the front of the line, however you might envision that. You got to do the work. All right. So you're still in the process. You're still doing the work right now. So if you've been in alignment with the energy of that 2 personal year, you've been making some great connections with people. Perhaps you've slowed down enough to bring a new intimate partner. If you are single, ready to mingle, maybe you've brought that person into your life and are putting some energy into building that relationship. Or maybe you're simply up-leveling your current intimate partnership and getting to know yourself and yourself within those dynamics more intimately. And maybe this also translates into business engagements, or instead of this, or maybe in addition to, because often, again, the 2 of your year is about relationships and partnerships. And that's not only in intimate relationships, it is within your business life, friendships, across the board, right? Across the board with relationships. So it's also a year where you may have built some relationships that will propel you forward as you move into this next phase and stage of life. I know many people who are building some great business contacts during their 2 personal year. They've met a romantic partner who seems to have some staying power, right? And doing a lot of online or in-person courses, maybe, or support groups in their 2 personal year that are revolving around, emotional intelligence, trauma work, energy work related to blocked energies and expression, that sort of thing. So that can be very much in line with the energy of the 3 that you're experiencing in October. There could very well be someone in a position to assist you in the moving into something new. Maybe someone has noticed you, started to take your talents or your ideas very seriously. This can often kind of transmute and transpire right about now in a 2 or 11-2 personal year. This can also manifest as a new love relationship that's now ready to be taken to that next level of commitment, or that's maybe even just starting to blossom, right? It all depends on where you are individually in this trajectory. So the number 3, which is the energy of your month, is all about creative self-expression, and October is perfect for anything that you can do in the realm of self-improvement and getting those emotions up front and center. The 3 is always demanding authenticity, right? It's demanding that you understand your truth and speak your truth and act upon your truth, whatever that might mean for you at any given time. So usually this is going to come up as something that happens to you, like your intimate partner, for example, maybe expresses some discontent with the relationship. How dare they, right? And you have to communicate differently or more authentically now. It's a wake-up call. You got to go, oh, I can't do things, business as usual. You're being called out, and it's time to reestablish those emotional connections and get more real about the way in which you communicate and act upon your emotions. Let's put it that way. Or maybe this could be vice versa. Maybe it's you who needs to come to terms with new ways that you would like to communicate with your partner in order to continue the relationship. I'm just using that as an example. Okay. Don't put up your shield and go, well, I'm not in a relationship, or I'm not having, this doesn't apply to me. All I'm saying is, if that doesn't apply to you, how is it applying to you in terms of your engagements with your career, with your friends, with your family of origin, with your children, those sorts of emotional connections? Are you coming to the table and being with some good, healthy boundaries, with some openness, with some ability to listen to somebody else's point of view? All of those things that sound kind of like, no, duh, but they aren't. They really are something that is front and center in your 2 personal year. All right. So whatever the dynamic, the opportunity usually shows up as a confrontation or as something that demands a response or some involvement that is not business as usual. So you can expect to have a little bit of a nudge potentially this month. I would also ask you if you could travel this month. Maybe if you could teach a class. Are you being asked to get in front of people and share something you know a lot about, or something that you're very passionate about? So if so, I would really trust yourself, expose that real you as you engage in these activities. And this is where your power and success resides. This month in particular, is the 3 is calling upon you to step up and express. All right. And often this is where you'll be asked to do so, even though it might be your biggest fear, right? What is it? I don't even know if this is valid anymore, but what rolls around in my head is what the three biggest fears overall statistically that people have is death, public speaking, and what is the third one? Literally, I think it's spiders. Is that the weirdest thing? Death, public speaking, and spiders. Okay, we humans are so weird, right? But anyway, I'm just saying it's a big fear for a lot of people to speak in front of and expose themselves, be vulnerable, risk ridicule, whatever it is. So if that is something that you're being called to do, the energy of the three is really asking you to please do it, that you have something to give, something to help someone. It's going to inspire someone. It's going to motivate them and support them in that way. So some new or expanded business or career opportunities may come to your attention around October 11th. Just understand that it'll be a few more months, okay, before you'll want to really get involved, like full in, diving in, or it will take that time to begin to produce some kind of tangible results, right? All I'm saying is don't expect something at the snap of a finger. It's going to take some time, and yet make sure that you take it seriously. Okay, now it's time to go off the beaten path, try something you haven't tried before, enjoy the opportunity maybe to meet some new friends, particularly at get-togethers around October 18th or the 20th. Those are key dates that could be very supportive of that. And this can be a creative and lighter month for you in the final months of your 2 personal year. So if you're in an 11 personal year, this is going to kind of ask you to not be so driven in the forward way, because it's doubling up on the 2 on that emotions-based energy. So basically, if you're in an 11, this is a time to get your creations out there. If you're creating content right now, it's a super valuable time to do that. And again, just focus on that emotional attunement, emotional maturity, and that connection, and you'll really take this energy as far as you can take it in the month of October. All right, so that is that's your forecast for October 2023. If you are numerology curious, just go on over to FeliciaBender.com. I've got these monthly forecasts in writing there. I've got calculators, articles, life path information. I even have a certification course, other kinds of courses and charts that are available to you at FeliciaBender.com. So if you want to know more, there is the perfect landing place. And otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic month, and I look forward to seeing you here for next month's forecast, and enjoy it. And I will see you back here then.